Hey there, my name is Stephanie and I'm with Grant Halliburton Foundation, and our mission is to promote better mental health. And so I want to discuss one particular topic today, which is to talk a little bit about cabin fever. Now, we are all several weeks into shelter in place and we still might have a few to go. And so I just want to talk about some tips and tricks that you can use to get through these tough times. Now, before I even go into the tips and tricks, I really want to emphasize how important it is that we have self-compassion right now. We are going through something that is unprecedented. There is no right or wrong way to do this. National emergencies are not a time to achieve and be productive. What they're really about is a time to take care of ourselves and make sure that we're safe. And so I want to just be sure to extend that importance of self-compassion during these tough times, while at the same time giving some tips and tricks that we can keep in our back pocket to help us move through the day and try to get through some of the symptoms of cabin fever. Okay, my first tip is to focus on a routine. You've heard it before, but routines can be very helpful in providing a touch point throughout our day so that we can keep everything moving and get a sense of accomplishment. And so I really like to start off the day with a reward. So that kind of gets me out of bed on a positive foot. So one thing that I like to do is drink a great cup of coffee and read a chapter from my book. But pick something that works for you. And then I'll make the bed. It's simple and it's something that just kind of gets me started and feeling productive. Task lists are also really helpful, but again, it's really important that we remain flexible, as during this tough time, our needs are going to change. Some days we're going to feel really tired and all we want to do is bond with our kids and sit on the couch and watch Netflix all day. That's perfectly fine. So while it's good to have a routine, it is important that we also take care of ourselves and respect our needs. Okay, second tip I have for you is to engage the mind. One of the most insidious symptoms of cabin fever is that sort of empty feeling we get when we do these rote tasks over and over and over again. And so it's important that we give ourselves some novel experiences and try new things, even whenever we're sheltering in place. So that can be simple. That could be something like changing up your relaxation routine. So if your go-to relaxation routine is to sit on the couch and listen to music, maybe try something a little different like gardening or meditation. Just anything you can do to mix it up. Another way that we can engage the mind is learning new hobbies or having new experiences by learning new things. And so that could be knitting, that could be fixing things around the house, that could be cooking a new meal. And if you have kids, really engage them in this process. It helps give them some efficacy, feeling like that they are being of help and making a difference. And so invite them to come cook a new meal or invite them to garden with you. This can be a great bonding opportunity and help engage their minds as well. Okay, next tip I have for you is to balance connection and me time. So connection is a core human need, especially at this time. We'll sometimes feel feelings of, loneliness or fear or sadness. And that's whenever we need to feel safe to be vulnerable and reach out to those that we love, whether that's in our environment, reaching out to our family and getting a hug, or whether that is hanging out virtually. But getting connection is important. On the other hand, sometimes it's really important that we have some space in our own time. So carving out some me time can be crucial. If you notice that you're starting to feel irritated or angry or just closed in, you need some space, honor that and go find an area where you can really nurture yourself alone. During this time, we're all in very close quarters. And that means sometimes when we feel stressed or angry, we can easily take it out on the people around us. So we want to be very conscious of that and careful of that, and try to release that stress in a healthier way than hurting the people that we are sharing our space with. Next tip, physical activity. Physical activity is very important, not only for our physical health, but for our mental health and our brain health as well. It releases endorphins and serotonin and all kinds of things that kind of give us that boost of energy and make us feel more relaxed. And so try to incorporate some physical activity in your life. That can look like a lot of different things. And I know our options are sometimes limited, but it could be as simple as doing 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups in the morning, right when you get out of bed. Or it could be getting on YouTube and finding a great great workout, whether that's yoga or a HIIT routine or whatever you prefer. It could even be dancing around your house, but try to get some of that physical exercise. And another important aspect of this is also making sure you get up and move throughout the day. Sometimes when we get settled, we just kind of sit for long periods of time. So maybe try setting your alarm and getting up once every hour. Do a quick lap, maybe get some water. It's really important that we stay hydrated as well. Though we're not moving quite as much, we are losing water as we go throughout our day. So it's important that we rehydrate ourselves to make sure that our energy stays up. Last tip I have for you is finding ways to give back. There's been a lot of advancement in the realm of positive psychology and the science of happiness, and a lot of research shows that actually giving to others increases our happiness and well-being more than receiving. And so it's important, especially during this tough time when so many people are going through all types of challenges, to think of how can we give back to our community. Now, giving does not have to be monetary. Giving does not have to be items. It can even be our time. Time is valuable. And so giving that can really be of help, not only to others, but also to ourselves and our well-being and mental health. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about this video or you have suggested topics that you'd like us to cover, please feel free to reach out at info@granthalliburton.org. We'd love to hear from you. We know that everyone is going through a lot right now. So if you need any mental health resources or addiction resources, or if you do not feel safe in your home, please look at our website, granthalliburton.org/pandemic resources. We are happy to help and we are here for you. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you next round. Bye.